package that would address everything from free community college for a couple of years to a clear pathway to citizenship for the thousands of migrants that are crossing our southern border illegally every day. Joining us now for more on this is Illinois Congressman and member of the House Intelligence Committee and House Ways and Means Committee, Congressman LaHood of Illinois. Congressman, good morning. Good to see you.
Hey, Rob. Good to be with you and your viewers.
I know the House is on recess right now. There are rumors that everyone could be called back to vote on this $1 trillion package. But according to a report from Nancy Pelosi this morning, the rumors are that that $3.5 trillion package could be something that could be stalled along with the $1 trillion package because Democrats, 8 of them, apparently will not vote in favor of the $1 trillion bipartisan deal unless the $3.5 trillion deal is a part of it. So how does this play out?
Well, first of all, it's going to cost taxpayers a lot of money. It's going to cost working families a lot of money. $3.5 trillion is about what we spent on World War II, Rob, and we have no way of paying for it. And you look at this social infrastructure, human infrastructure, that's going to add to the national debt. And really what we're doing is we're hurting our kids and our grandkids. And as I travel around my district, I've been home for about 10 days now, Rob. I travel and talk to people in my district. Nobody thinks this is a good idea to put $3.5 trillion onto the deficit of this country. There's really no justification for it. On the infrastructure bill, listen, count me in for good roads and bridges and airports and rail systems.
Right.
But you got to figure out how you're going to pay for it. Adding $260 billion, which the infrastructure bill does, to the deficit is not the right approach, in my view, to doing that. So I'm going to, first of all, read the infrastructure bill. It's over 2,000 pages long. I have an obligation and responsibility to my constituents to do that. But to think that we're going to continue to add to the $29 trillion that we're already in debt, I think is really, really poor fiscal policy. And we got to think long and hard before we do that.
Right.
And I'm going to give some of my moderate Democrats credit for standing up and not wanting to move forward.
Congressman, you're on the House Ways and Means Committee. You guys manage the money. Inflation right now, 5.4%. It was 1.4% on Donald Trump's last day in office, January 20th. We're not at the 14% that we were at when Jimmy Carter left office. Do you think this problem gets worse before it gets better?
Of course, it's already getting worse. We're up to, 10.1 million unfilled jobs in this country? I mean, we're talking about passing an infrastructure bill. Who's going to build all this stuff, Rob, when we can't even get the 10 million jobs that we have now filled? As I've been in my district, can't find truck drivers, can't find manufacturers, can't find welders, can't find cooks and waitresses. So, inflation continues to rise. It costs more now for a loaf of bread, for a gallon of gasoline, for a gallon of milk. Than it did when President Trump left. So, you go back to pre-COVID, we had the best economy in my lifetime by every indication.
Yeah.
People at all levels of our economy and our society were benefiting from the bottom to the middle to the top. And that's what we really got to get back to. But continuing to spend money and be on the sugar high that we are with all of this government money needs to stop.
Congressman, I'd love for you to come back on soon as a member of the House Intelligence Committee. I know that you've been intimately involved with the investigation into the origins of COVID. That is another subject that's not going to go away anytime soon. Have a great weekend. That's Congressman LaHood joining us from the state of Illinois. Congressman, good to see you.